I want the labor movement to really recognize what the threat of that is, because if they start going after one local over one resolution, that means you're next. You're next on any other issue you want to take up.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
One last thing I'll say concretely, I am very concerned about where the congressional committee of in the House that oversees the workforce and education is going, because Virginia Fox, who's a congresswoman, has directly attacked one of my locals in Region 9A, the local 2225, which is the Association of Legal Aid Attorneys. So this is a legal service workers and nonprofit workers local in New York City mostly. And they have had a lot of controversy over a solidarity resolution and a ceasefire resolution they wanted to put out, and they ultimately voted on, but they've been met with threats of injunctions. They've had to knock that down in federal court. And now that we hope the kind of legal aspect of the challenge is over, then, Virginia Fox decided to subpoena the local. And now, the local is under subpoena, having to respond to certain, questions in that information request that House committee put forward. I think we should be absolutely clear about this. You can Google this. This is all been reported on. That is Congress trying to intervene in union democracy, right?
Yes.
So they have no problem, trying to use, this ceasefire resolutions or solidarity with Palestine resolutions as a way into it. But their overall goal is to beat back labor, period, right?
Right.
They want to just defeat labor in any way they can, right? So, I think that just shows you how important this is right now, to be able to both say, we stand by our ceasefire resolutions. We are going to continue doing and building solidarity work, international solidarity work. And at the same time, we are going to defend our members' rights to union democracy and free speech, to be able to discuss those issues, because those issues need to be discussed in our union halls and our union meetings. They shouldn't be, just abandoned because we're scared of a threat by Congress. Congress has no business getting involved in our affairs, right? So I want the labor movement to really recognize what the threat of that is, because if they start going after one local over one resolution, that means you're next. You're next on any other issue you want to take up. And once you set precedent with one thing and you let that slide, they can go after the whole thing. And we can't afford that right now, not with the way, not with the way we're organizing and how much potential we have to really transform this country and lift so many workers up with our organizing.
Hey, 5 seconds. Just wanted to say that this is only possible because of our donors. If you want to see more of this, then consider donating yourself at tvlr.fm/donate. Yes, I want to underscore that and just restate for people the insanity of this and just help folks understand how wild this is. A UAW local voted democratically. It was like 2-1. It was not close. It was not close. The vote in favor of endorsing a ceasefire, endorsing the call for a ceasefire in Gaza. This local voted 2-1 in favor of this resolution. And now we have a congressional committee subpoenaing this local union into their process for passing this resolution. It's absurd, and it's obviously, like you said, an attack on labor, an attack on union democracy, but also an attack on free speech. And so therefore we've obviously, Brandon, we've seen a lot of the same suspects around this issue, free speech warriors and the like, coming out in your defense. Even though sometimes they may have political disagreements because some of these people are on the right, they're coming to your defense, right?
Well, not as many as you'd like there to be. I'd love for you to show me some tweets of the free speech warriors coming out.
I was just assuming that you would be able to provide me with that, because it's so obviously an attack on free speech.
A bad faith attack. You would hope.
But so you're telling me that you've not seen people like Jordan Peterson or the Ben Shapiro's or these other people coming out.
I think Jordan Peterson's too busy figuring out whether the Nazis were a left-wing movement. That's what he's busy doing.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's sounds like it's going to take some time to work through that problem. So, all right. Well, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to emphasize for folks how insane that is. That's absolutely beyond the pale, and even obviously people who make free speech their issue, they should obviously be coming out against this attack by the Republicans in the U.S. House of Representatives. But like you said, other unions, even unions that consider themselves and members of unions who consider themselves pro-Israel, should be concerned about this and should be coming out in opposition to this. Because like you said, if we start going down this path where Congress can subpoena a union anytime they pass a resolution that they politically disagree with, that is a very dangerous road to go down. And we should not allow that precedent to be set. Brandon, I really appreciate you taking the time. I don't have any other questions. Adam, do you?
No, I just wanted to thank you so much for taking a little bit of time to come on the show today, and thank you for the work that you're doing. And if you had any final words of encouragement or final words to pass along to us labor union folks down here in the South.
Yeah, I think, at every level, wherever you are, union or non-union, right, this is the moment to be organizing. UAW's taken on an insanely ambitious goal right now to organize the auto sector and battery work. But we hope to be inspiring the labor movement as a whole and workers around the country to organize. And once you organize, once you're in a union, I think the most powerful thing about a union is that it's the only real democratic institution that workers have in this country, right? So if you care about a ceasefire, if you care about international solidarity and you're a working class person, a union is going to be the place where you're going to be able to have power in this country and try to do something about those issues. So, if your local hasn't passed a resolution, if your international hasn't heeded the call, you have to, I think, keep pushing and keep up the fight. And I just hope that this is a moment for us to really commit to international solidarity work in a way that we haven't in the past.
Brandon Mancilla, UAW Region 9A Director, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks, guys.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.